Diesel cars, mainly SUVs, can now remain on Delhi's roads. That's what the Supreme Court has ruled today. But owners will have to pay a green fine to compensate for polluting the city's air. Last year, the Supreme Court had temporarily banned the sale of large diesel cars in Delhi, triggering strong appeals from car manufacturers. The court today said it would levy an additional tax of 1% on the sale of diesel cars. In fact, just last month, the top environment court had ordered authorities to stop all diesel vehicles at least 10 years old from being driven in the capital. For more on that, let's now go across to my colleague Siddharth Vinayak Patankar. Siddharth, I'm not sure how pleased environmentalists will be with this order, but certainly this comes as a huge relief for car manufacturers who were pretty unhappy with the previous order of the court.
Oh, absolutely, Neha. It's something that they've been wanting to hear some sort of relief on for many months now. It didn't seem like it was going to happen very quickly, and then finally there's been some action on that front with the courts, of course, listening to some of those petitions from the car makers, more so in the last few weeks. Now, this idea of having that 1% cess being imposed on the so-called polluting vehicles, that's an idea that in fact first came from the court side, something that the auto industry said, look, we'll accept that, so that at least in the interim those sales can resume. It's been 8 months of those cars not being allowed to sell here in Delhi, and that is the country's most profitable and largest auto market. So a lot of these players were really missing out on, let's say, a large chunk of sales. Toyota, for example, saying that it lost out maybe more than about 1,000 or 1,500 Innovas that could have been sold across this time frame. And so the losses in terms of the monetary losses was not the only problem, of course. It was also about the lack of a policy or clarity going forward that the auto industry has been complaining about, saying that, look, you have to give us a roadmap to work with. And the positive outcome, if you will, that's come out of this entire exercise over the last 8 months is the fact that the government has now adopted that policy going forward. There will be stricter emissions. There will be the 2020 deadline being met for the BS6 fuels, the Euro 6 cycle. And I think that's the one thing that even environmentalists can take heart from, that look, at least with all of this action, with all of this noise that was made in the courtroom, you've got something positive and you've got a sort of a roadmap when it comes to these vehicles, because then it wouldn't matter if you're diesel, petrol, CNG or LPG. The vehicles that come out on our roads will have to meet much stricter emission norms, and I think that's the one big takeaway, besides the fact that of course now all these cars can start selling in Delhi. And I know that many people want to know how much the prices will go up by. They're all out with their calculators right now, I can tell you, but until GST kicks in, we'll have to wait and see how all of that will get sort of combined as one. For now, it could be anywhere from about 8,000 to even more than 25,000 rupees depending on the make, model and size of the car. Yeah.
Right, Siddharth, as you mentioned, car buyers are perhaps sitting with their calculators right now, but that 1% green cess is not something that car manufacturers are likely to complain too much about. Thanks very much, Siddharth, for getting us all those details.